Howdy fellas, had a subscriber comment lately asking me would I show how to remove a pin barrel. And I replied to him, I'll show you, but I'm not about to do it. And my reason behind that is that pin going through that wood is the only thing that's holding that stock to that gun. Now a lot of people like to unpin their barrel and clean them once a year. But the more you do that, the more you're going to wallow out that pinhole that's holding that stock to the barrel itself. So what I suggest you do when you put your kit together, go ahead and put a good coating of some type of oil on it, not real thick, just a good thin coat to kind of protect it under there. Now, in the outside chance that, say for instance, your touch hole liner wears out, or something happens to your breech plug, which is not likely, but it could, then you want to think about taking that barrel out. And like I said, some people like to do it once a year, but if you're real careful, you might be okay. It's just not something that I think about doing. So the first thing you're going to want to do is find a punch. Don't just grab up a nail somewhere and decide, Jake, that's not something to eat. Something you're going to use, because you wallow that hole out, you're in trouble. This is a 1/16 punch, and the pin that's in there is a 1/16 pin, or that general vicinity. Now what I like to do is take a little clamp like this one right here and clamp that barrel to that stock. Then I'm going to take my punch and I'm going to put it in that hole as straight as possible. And then I'm going to take a little mallet and I'm going to tap that pin out far enough that I can get a hold of it with a pair of pliers and pull it out. Now what you want to do also is to kind of keep up, there's 3 pins on this one. There's one here, and one toward the muzzle. I keep up with which direction those came out, and I also keep up with which one of them was the back, the middle, and the forward. With Jake, it's not something to eat, buddy. And lay them somewhere on your workbench where you can keep up with them. Now, I would also go back in the way I came out. For instance, I'm driving from the left side here facing me to the right side. When I came back to put that pin back in, I would go from the left side facing me to the right. Now what I did when I drilled these on the SMR, I think it was, I'd stopped at that point once I drilled through the stock and the lug and everything, and I went to bed that night. And I woke up in the middle of the night and thought, oh my God, what if those pins won't fit back in there? So what I did was, I did just like I have right here. I clamped that down about like I had it when I drilled. And then I took a flashlight and shined, well, I didn't clamp it down first. I just shined the flashlight on that far side and I could see everything I needed to see. Everything was lined up. So then I clamped it, keep the pressure on it. Now, when you go to put that pin back in there, you want to take a file and just go around the edge of that pin and take any burr that might be on that pin off. Now, I'd also try to flatten it out as much as I could and then come back and make sure there's no burr on that pin. You run your finger through it. So what that's doing, that's giving you a lead to keep you from, Jake, you're going to have to get down if you're not going to be still, to keep you from blowing the wood out on the far side of your hole. But anyway, if you need to do that or you choose to do that, that's the way I go about it. Thank you, sir, for asking that question about that. And I thought I'd just explain the way I'd go about it. And always, thank you for watching. God bless you. Keep your powder dry. Mind your top, not built.